Good morning, children. How are you all? I think you all are happy and healthy, and during this period, you all are staying at home and enjoying your online classes. Isn't it, children? Children, we have already completed 2 lessons in maths. Today, we are about to start lesson 3. Name of the lesson is multiplication and division. Today's point of discussion is only about multiplication. In the next session, I will discuss with you about division. So, let's begin our session of multiplication. Children, already since class children, sorry for the inconvenience. There is a little break. Children, already you are having the conception related to multiplication with you, because since class 1 you were learning the concept of multiplication. But even then, now I will share with you the definition of multiplication. In mathematics, multiplication is denoted by the symbol cross. Multiplication is a method of finding the product of two or more values. So, what is the formal definition of multiplication? Multiplication is a method of finding the product of two or more values. In arithmetic, means in mathematics, multiplication of two numbers represent the repeated addition of one number with respect to another. So we can say multiplication another way by the name of repetitive addition. So I can say you the purpose of multiplication. Multiplication of two numbers represents the repeated addition of one number with respect to the another number. What does it mean? Suppose if m is multiplied by n, then what will happen? Then it means either m is added to itself n number of times, or another way I can say n is added to itself m number of times. This is the reason why we can say multiplication as repeated addition. For example, very small example, very easy example I am taking here. 3 cross 4, that means 3 into 4, means 3 times of 4. 3 times of 4. So actually we can write 3 into 4 equal to 12. Another way, by the process of repeated odd addition, we can write 3 times of 4. That means 4 plus 4 plus 4. So 3 into 4 is 12, as well as 4 plus 4 plus 4 is also 12. In the above example, we have learned to multiply whole numbers. Very easily we can multiply whole numbers. And for the purpose of multiplication, to perform multiplication operation for the bigger numbers, bigger digits number, we learn the tables. By memorizing the tables, we can easily perform the operation of multiplication, children. Now, I will discuss with you about the symbols which we normally use to denote multiplication or multiply. Multiplication is represented by the sign of cross or asterisk or through a dot. So, three symbols are there to represent the multiplication operation. As a beginners in class 5, we will just use the symbol cross. But in higher level or in computer, we use the asterisk symbol for the multiplication operation, and in higher level we just use dot as a symbol for multiplication. When we multiply two numbers, the answer we get is called product. Okay, children? So, the answer of the multiplication is said to be the product. The numbers of object in each group is called multiplicand, and the number of such equal groups is called the multiplier. So, three new terms we are learning here. They are product, multiplicand, and multiplier. Again, I am showing one example. 3 into 7 is 21, and here we will repeat addition of 7 3 times. Repeatedly we will add 7 3 times, and the same result we will get 21. 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 21. Now, one example figure I am showing to you. 8 into 6 is 48. We all know 8 into 6 is 48. 8 multiplied with 6, the result we will get 48. Here 8 is said to be the multiplier, 6 is said to be the multiplicand, and 48 is product. Remember that 8 is the multiplier, 6 is the multiplicand, and 48 is the product. Few more examples. 3 into 1 is 33. 5 cross 9 is 45. 8 into 2 into 10. It is 8 into 2 is 16. 16 into 10 is 160. Now, the last two examples I am showing you through the dot, by using the symbol of dot. 9 into 10 is 90. 7 into 8 is 56. Children, let's learn about the properties of multiplication. There are 5 properties of multiplication. They are commutative property, associative property, distributive property, identity property, and zero property. Let's start with commutative property. What is the actual meaning of commutative property? The commutative property of multiplication states if A and B are two integers, then A into B equal to B into A. Suppose the example 2 into 3 and 3 into 2, both the cases the result will be same. That means in the multiplication, if we interchange the digits, no problem, you will get the same result. Next is associative property. As per the associative property of multiplication, if A, B, C are any three integers or digits, then A into B into C is same as A into B and C. That means A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. Suppose 2 into 3 into 4 is as same as 2 into 3 into 4. Both the cases you will get the result as 24. Third property. According to the distributive property of multiplication, if A, B, C are any three integers or digits, A into B plus C is same as A into B plus A into C. Children, look at this property. A into B plus C can be written as, this can be written as A into B plus A into C. Whatever results you will get from A into B plus C, you will get the same result from A into B plus A into C. Look at the example. 4 into 2 plus 3. That means 4 into 2 plus 3 is 5. That is 4 into 5 equal to 20. And come into the second part. 4 into 2 plus 4 into 3. 4 into 2 is 8 and 4 into 3 is 12. That means 8 plus 2, 12 is 20. Same to same result. Now come to the fourth property, that is identity property, children. As per identity property of multiplication, if we multiply any integer by 1, then its value remains unchanged, such as. Supposed to be, what is the property? I am repeating with you. What is the meaning of identity property? If we multiply 1 with any integer, means if we multiply 1 with any digits, the result will be same as the digit. Suppose A into 1 is A. That means 12 into 12 is 12. Minus 3 into 1 is minus 3. Now come to the next or last property, that is zero property. Zero property of multiplication states that any number, if any number is multiplied by 0, then result will also become 0. If and only if we multiply any number with 0, then result will become 0. A into 0 is 0. Where A is any integer or any digit. Suppose example 9 into 0 equal to 0. Children, now we have reached to the point where I will discuss with you about the rules of multiplication. As and already through the name of the rules, we have already gone to the process. Just we will revise it once again. Rules of multiplication. There are various rules to multiply numbers. They are: multiplication of two integers is an integer. So, if we multiply two digits, the result will be also another digit. That means if we multiply two integers, the result will also an integer. Second, any number multiplied by 0 is 0. Any number multiplied by 0 is 0. Any number multiplied by 1 is equal to the original number. Already we have gone through it. 9 into 1 equal to 9. That it is saying here. Any number multiplied by 0 is 0. That means 9 into 0 equal to 0. And secondly, what it is saying over here, any number multiplied by 1 is equal to the original number. That means if we multiply 9 with 1, the resultant will be 9 only. If an integer is multiplied by multiplies of 10, then the same number of zeros are added at the end of the original number. if an integer is multiplied by multiplies of 10, then how many zeros are there after 10? The same number of zeros are added at the end of the original number. Example, 4 into 1000. That means there are 3 zeros after 1. Then we have to write the result 4. After that, how many zeros are available after 1? We will just simply put that much number of zeros after 4. Means 4 into 1000 equal to 4000. Last rules. The rules of the order of the numbers does not matter. That also in the last page we have discussed. The order of the numbers does not matter when multiplied together. That means 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 is equal to 4 into 3 into 2 into 5 or 3 into 2 into 4 into 5. Anyway, if you multiply the numbers, anyway, you will get the result 120. Now, children, I will discuss with you one example or one problem which we will solve in our exercises. Look at the example. In the given example shows multiplication of 3-digit number, that is 123, and a 2-digit number 13 using the standard process. So multiplication of one 3-digit number 123 and a 2-digit number 1 and 3 using the standard process or algorithm. In this example, the first number 123 is said to be the multiplicand, isn't it? We already gone through it. So what to remember? The first number of digits here is 123, means 123 is the multiplicand, and 13 is the multiplies. It can be also written 10 plus 3. To begin with, what is the process? We will multiply. To begin with, 3 is multiplied by 123. That means first of all we will multiply 3 with 123. Then what to do? Then children, we will multiply 10 along with 123. Then we are finally going to get the resultant product. What will be the resultant product? Initially when we have multiplied 123 with 3, we have got the result or product 369. Next, when we have multiplied 10 with 123, we have got the product as 1230. By adding these two numbers, that means by adding 369 with 1230, we will get the resultant product, that is 1599. And at last, before winding up the session, children, I will discuss with you one word problem which also we will solve in our exercises. What is the word problem here? If Sheeta has 125 baskets and each basket has 65 apples. So Sita is a girl. She is having 125 baskets, and each baskets are containing 65 apples. Then find the total number of apples Sita has. Solution: number of baskets Sita has is equal to 125. This way we will write down our solution. Number of apples each basket has is equal to 65. Now how we will calculate the total number of apples Sita is having? Total number of apples equal to number of baskets and into multiplied by number of apples in each basket. So make it clear. Total number of apples equal to number of baskets multiplied by number of apples in each basket. That means equal to 125 multiplied by 65. When first of all I am multiplying 5 with 125, I am getting the result 625. Okay children, first of all in the first order I have to multiply 5 with 125. The resultant factor is 625. Then what to do? I will multiply 60 with 125. When I am multiplying 60 with 125, I am getting the result 7,500. And at the last phase, we have to add 625 with 7,500. So lastly, we have to add 625 with 7,500. And what is the resultant digit? I am getting the resultant after adding 625 with 7,500, 8,125. Therefore, the solution statement is that we can write that therefore Shita has 8,125 apples. Children, I hope and I think the conception related to multiplication is cleared with you through this session. Even then, if you are having doubts within your mind, let's clear it together in our online session. Till then, children, take care and I will say goodbye to you.